Hello everyone, we're gonna talk about Juan de Plasencia, customs of Tagalog. Juan de Plasencia was born to illustrious family of Portocarrero and Plasencia in the region of Extremadura, Spain in early 16th century. His real name was Juan de Plasencia. He is one of the seven children of Pedro Portocarrero, a captain of Spanish schooner. Juan de Plasencia is a Franciscan missionary who first arrived in the Philippines in July 2, 1578. As soon as he arrived, he joined forces with another missionary, Fray Diego de Oropesa, and they both started preaching around Laguna de Bay, Tayabas, Quezon, and Quezon Province. During the following years, they are also credited with the foundation of a large number of towns in the provinces of Bulacan, Laguna, and Rizal, such as Tayabas, Caliara, Lucban, Majayjay, Nagcarlan, Liliu, Pila, Santa Cruz, Lumban, Pangil, Sinilawan, Morong, Antipolo, Taytay, and May Kawayan. He authored several religious and linguistic books, most notably the Doctrina Christiana, or Christian Doctrine, the first book printed in the Philippines. He promoted the both of the Spanish language among the natives and the local languages among the missionaries. Juan de Plasencia died in Liliw, Laguna in the year of 1590. So ngayon, pag-uusapan naman natin ang historical background of the customs of the Tagalog. Through the Magellan Expedition, the archipelago was discovered, naming of Las Islas Filipinas by the Villalobos Expedition. Customs of the Tagalog was written on the year 1589 during the Spanish colonial period. Father Francisco Alsina was assigned in the Visayas and Father Juan de Plasencia was set in the Tagalog region. Customs of the Tagalogs is a part, either chapters or subsections, of longer monographs written by the chronicles of Spanish expedition to the Philippines during early 16th and 17th centuries. He wrote about the culture and society of the people in Luzon, which is why such a name was created. He gathered the elder men and those with the greatest capacity among the Indians from various neighborhoods. Through a letter, the King of Spain tasked Juan de Plasencia to document the customs and traditions of the colonized natives based on his observation and judgments. Ngayon, pag-usapan naman natin ang nilalaman ng content and analysis. Dito makikita nyo ang mga datos, barangay, three case test, property, marriage, customs, religions, and beliefs. The 12 sprays of the devil. Datos: 1. Who's leading the barangays? Barangays consist of parents, children, relations, and slaves. Three castes: nobles or maharlika, they are free-born, did not pay tax, and a warrior of the barangays. Commoners live in their own houses and lords whom they owe their property and gold. Slaves are serving master and help cultivates their land, are treated like a property that can be sold. Three cases. Maharlika. If a maharlika married a commoner or slave, the children will be divided. Aliping namamahay. They are married and serve their master whether he is dato or not, with half of their cultivated lands. Aliping sigilier. They serve their master in his house and his cultivated lands. They can also be sold to other masters. This is the three cases. Nobles are maharlika, commoners are aliping namamahay, slaves are aliping sigilier. Property: the land area was divided among the whole barangay, especially the irrigated portion. No one from a different barangay could cultivate land unless they inherit or buy the land. The lands on the things or mountain ridge are not divided but owned by the barangays as a whole. At the time of rice harvest, any individual, regardless of their barangay, that start to clear any land area may sow in it. Fisheries of chiefs and establish limits and sections of the rivers of market. Unless you were a member of chief's barangay, you had to pay for the privilege of fishing or selling in the chief's fisheries. Marriage custom. Courtship begins with paninilbihan. Prior to marriage, the man requires to give a dowry. Dowries are given by the man to the woman's parents. If the latter are living, they enjoy the use of it. Several grounds of divorce are adultery, negligency, cruelty, and insanity. Religions: there were no temple or sacred places in which Filipino would worship. Simbahan, a place to worship. Bathala, one of the many idols that they worship. The author believed that the name Bathala signifies all-powerful or maker of all things. Their manner of offering sacrifices was to proclaim a feast and offer to the devil that they had to eat. And lastly, the 12 ways of the devil. Katalonan. Katalonan means officiates the offering sacrifice for a feast and the food to be eaten being offered to the devil. Manggagway, they pretend to heal the sick in order to deceive others. Manyisalat, they can cast remedies to couples for them to abandon one another. Mankokolam can emit fire from himself which cannot be extinguished. Haklaban, much more powerful than a manggagwa in which they can kill anyone without the use of any medicine. Silagan, they would tear out and eat the liver of those they saw were wearing white. Magtatanggal, they would go out at night without their heads and put it back into their bodies before the sunrise. Aswang tribesmen reported that they saw aswang who can fly and murdered a man and ate his flesh. Manggagayama, they would seduce their partner with charms and other accessories so they can deceive them. Sonnet, this devil help people to die. Pangatahohajan, they can predict the future. Bayogin, these are the men who are in the nature of a woman. So these are my examples sa in-explain ko kanina.